Sony may be preparing to shake up the mirrorless camera world once again, this time with the highly anticipated Sony a7R6. If the growing wave of leaks and speculation is even halfway accurate, this camera could become one of the most powerful full-frame mirrorless systems ever released. Expected sometime in late 2025, with availability possibly stretching into early 2026, the a7R6 is already generating excitement among professionals and enthusiasts alike. Let's take a deep dive into everything we've heard so far, from the massive sensor rumors to the AI-driven autofocus, new video features, and improved ergonomics that could make the a7R6 a true game-changer. One of the biggest talking points about the Sony a7R6 is its sensor. The current a7RV already delivers a staggering 61 megapixels, offering extraordinary detail for landscape, product, studio, and fine art photographers. But according to multiple leaks, the a7R6 could take things to an entirely new level, with a jump to 80 megapixels, or possibly even breaking the 100 megapixel mark. If that proves true, it would be a historic leap in resolution for full-frame mirrorless cameras, rivaling medium-format systems while maintaining the portability and versatility of the Sony E-mount lineup. For detail-hungry shooters, this kind of resolution opens new creative possibilities. Enormous prints, intense cropping flexibility, and clarity that pushes the limits of what full-frame can deliver. Of course, such high resolutions also raise questions about file sizes, processing demands, and low-light performance. That's where Sony's processing power and rumored cooling upgrades will come into play. Another area generating buzz is video. While the Sony a7RV technically offered 8K recording, it came with compromises, limited frame rates, significant heat buildup, and a crop that made it less practical for serious videographers. With the a7R6, Sony seems poised to push 8K into genuinely usable territory. Leaks suggest we could see 8K at 60 frames per second, potentially with less or no crop, plus smarter heat management to sustain longer recording times. On top of that, there's talk of oversampled 4K at 120p, an enormous benefit for filmmakers who want crisp, slow motion without sacrificing detail. And of course, 10-bit 4:2 internal recording is practically guaranteed, ensuring flexibility in post-production and color grading. If Sony nails these upgrades, the a7R6 could become one of the most versatile hybrid cameras on the market, appealing not just to still shooters, but also to creators who demand top-tier video capabilities in a compact body. One of Sony's quiet success stories has been its advancement in in-body image stabilization IBIS. The a7RV already delivered up to 8 stops of compensation, which was a big step forward. Now, rumors hint that the a7R6 could push stabilization even further, producing handheld footage and stills that rival the smoothness of gimbal-mounted setups. For photographers working in low light, or videographers capturing handheld sequences, this could be a massive quality of life improvement. It would also make the a7R6 one of the most reliable cameras for creators who want mobility without lugging around extra stabilization gear. A camera with this much resolution and video power needs brains to match, and Sony appears ready to deliver. Word is that the a7R6 may feature an updated Beyond's XR processor, or possibly even dual processors to handle the enormous data throughput. The benefits would go beyond just handling larger files. More processing power could mean faster continuous shooting speeds. Reports suggest up to 12 FPS mechanical and 15 FPS electronic, smoother overall performance, shorter buffer clear times, and more efficient handling of high-resolution 8K video. But perhaps the most exciting rumor centers on autofocus. The Sony a7RV introduced a dedicated AI processing unit, and the a7R6 is expected to take this further with next-generation subject recognition and tracking. That means real-time autofocus that locks onto people, animals, birds, vehicles, and more with even greater intelligence. The promise is near flawless sharpness, even in challenging conditions or fast-paced environments. Imagine shooting wildlife, sports, or even portraits, where the camera anticipates your subject's movements so well that missed shots become a rarity. Ergonomics may not sound as exciting as megapixels or AI autofocus, but they matter enormously to working photographers who use their cameras day in and day out. The Sony a7R6 is rumored to feature refinements in its grip design, button responsiveness, and weather sealing, making it more comfortable and reliable in challenging conditions. The rear display is also expected to see improvements. Leaks point to a 3.2-inch multi-angle flip-out touchscreen, ideal for both vlogging and complex shooting angles. This flexibility has become a must-have for hybrid shooters, and Sony appears to be listening. Additionally, dual card slots supporting CFexpress Type A and SDUHS2 are virtually guaranteed, giving professionals both speed and redundancy. One area where many high-resolution, video-capable cameras struggle is heat management. Recording 8K footage, especially at high frame rates, puts enormous strain on a camera's internals. The A7RV wasn't immune to overheating, and Sony seems determined to fix that. Rumors suggest the A7R6 could introduce significantly improved passive cooling, or possibly even some form of active cooling system. If that happens, it would be a big step toward reliability for long-form video work. After all, no one wants to miss a critical moment because their camera shut down mid-shoot. With all these advanced features, power consumption is a major concern. The A7R6 is expected to balance things out either through a more efficient processor or an entirely new battery system. In addition, USB-C power delivery and fast charging are essentially guaranteed, allowing creators to shoot tethered, recharge quickly, or even run the camera directly from an external power source during extended sessions. Now for the big questions. When will the Sony a7R6 be released, and how much will it cost? Current speculation points to an official launch in late 2025, with shipments starting either in late Q4 or early 2026. As for price, the A7R6 will almost certainly sit above the A7RV, which launched at around $3,900 US. Given the rumored upgrades, many analysts expect a price point between $4,200 and $4,800, depending on final specs and market positioning. For professionals who depend on cutting-edge performance, that price may be justified, especially if the A7R6 proves to be as revolutionary as the leaks suggest. While nothing is confirmed yet, the leaks and rumors paint a compelling picture. With its rumored 80 to 100 MP sensor, next-generation AI autofocus, usable 8K video, and improvements to cooling, ergonomics, and stabilization, the Sony a7R6 has the potential to become one of the most advanced and versatile mirrorless cameras ever made. It's still a waiting game until Sony makes it official, but if half of these features come to fruition, the a7R6 could be the dream camera photographers and filmmakers have been anticipating for years. Until then, the speculation continues, and the excitement only grows.